Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com. And I have a great Facebook Live planned for you tonight. So this is the first of a series of online card classes. So the class is free right here online. But if you want a class packet, I have a host code for you where you can earn the projects for free, the project packets for free. And I am running a little bit behind tonight, as you can see, but that's okay. I was with my grandkids all day. So that makes everything better. And many of you are aware that our youngest and his tribe just moved back from England, and they got through the jet lag. Mostly the kids are still waking up at a little bit earlier than they should be, but for the most part they are settling in, and we just had a great time connecting with them today, spending time with them. And we've had very limited time with them because they've been in England for 5 years, and all three kids were born there. So we've been able to see them in little snatches of time, but a week here, 2 weeks there is not the same as having them living close by. So we are delighted and making room to be able to see them and just have fun with them. So it has been a really, really good day. Things took a little longer than I expected. So, c'est la vie. We are here. And like I said, I have a fun online card class for you tonight. So I am going to demonstrate 3 cute projects using this stamp set, which I love. Well, these are the dies. This is called Merriest Trees. Hey, Mary and Tasha, I'm so glad you are here. And Marsha's here. Welcome. Helps if I get the stamp set, which was over at my workstation. So, yes, this is where we are going tonight. And I also want to really share with you something that you may have missed, and that is this really fun paper that is in the online exclusives store. I think it's $7. I'm not positive. I will post the supply list for what I'm using tonight. Hi, Carol. I'm glad you're here tonight. So this is the item number. It's 162288. And you get 1 sheet each of the gold and the silver. I'm using the silver tonight. It is glimmer paper. It does not shred on you. It's quite thick. My favorite thing is it's self-adhesive. So it has like a sticker material on the back, and I'll show you what I mean and how that's going to help with what we're doing tonight. So like I said, we're going to make 3 cards using this bundle. Now, let me show you a couple of cards that are not featured tonight, but they're more samples using this beautiful bundle. So this was a swap I received at Backstage. I really, really like this, and this is actually the paper that I'm going to be featuring in 2 of the 3 cards tonight. So this is just a great example of just everything we love about handmade Christmas cards. I will say these little sequins right here, I was planning to use these as a host gift, not a host gift, as a purchasing gift for my customers this month, and yeah, they just sold out, so we're switching gears. This is one that we made at my in-person card class on Saturday last week, and this was popular. Now, I've used this Melon Mambo foil sheet here. Tonight, I'm going to be using the one that is Granny Apple Green. So this comes in a pack of Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green. I'm using Granny Apple Green tonight. So, and just a quick mention that I'm actually a day late here. Hey, Corinne, I'm glad you're here with me tonight. Yesterday I had an endoscopy, and it was early in the morning, but man, the anesthesia, I just could not wake up. I was really kind of in a fog. So I thought, you know, I'm going to delay this a day. So I'm here on Friday night, which I'm not usually, and my week all feels a little bit odd this week. So, hey, Jackie, I'm glad you're here with me. So let's get on with the projects that I'm going to make with you tonight, and which you can get these packets for free. Now, your packet looks something like this when you receive it, although you get the envelopes as well. And I didn't put those in here for my demonstration purposes, but they do come with your class packet. So let's get started. Card number 1, we are going to use a balmy blue card base. And all 3 of my cards tonight, we're just going to use 2 ink colors. So let me grab my ink pads. I have Shaded Spruce and Balmy Blue. So we are going to do a little bit of random stamping on here and make a cute little background. And we're just going to stamp tone on tone with the Balmy Blue. This is a little tiny stamp with 3 tiny little snowflakes. I like this stamp a lot. Let me grab this just to be on the safe side. And we are just going to fill in, the outside. Now I will give you a little tip on this. You do have to really lift straight up. One of these snowflakes comes out a little bit darker and it wants to grab extra ink. So you kind of have to use a bit of a light hand and lift up straight. Now I like to kind of flip my stamp around so it doesn't look too matchy. And that's just a little personal preference I have. It's not anything, that has to be done. But I like to change it up a little bit where it doesn't look too straight and even, because this is meant to be a random stamped image, at least in my project. So we're just going all around the outside because we are going to fill in the center with some designer paper and some of the die cuts. The die cuts are awesome in this bundle. So now we've got little snowflakes all around the outside, tone on tone, balmy blue ink with balmy blue cardstock. So let's go ahead and clean this because I think I'm using it again. I can't actually remember. Now I'm using this designer series paper. I think it's called A Walk in the Forest. This designer series paper, I believe everybody should have at least 1 pack of, maybe 2. $3 from every single purchase goes to a charitable endeavor. And I believe, if I recall correctly, which I think I do, it is for an outreach for various groups who help people who are lonely during the holidays. And so I'm thinking it might be some nursing homes. I'm thinking it might be some like special needs group homes and things like that. Now, we're using all blues and greens tonight. Hey, Cynthia and Kathy, welcome aboard. So we're using all blues and greens on the projects tonight. The blues of Christmas. I tell you, my daddy loved the blues of Christmas. He wasn't handy at all, but he would string up Christmas lights and they were all blue on the outside of our house. He loved the blues of Christmas. And probably my absolute favorite Christmas colors are traditional red and green or red and white. Having said that, I like kind of all the colors of Christmas. I really do. So this is the iridescent ribbon, and it's very sparkly, very iridescent. And one of the things I love about this is it really picks up the blues and the greens. So I feel like that it's best suited with blues and greens. Having said that, I haven't tried it like with pinks or something. Probably looks really good with that too. Okay, let me get some scissors. I have my paper snips, but I like to use what I call ribbon scissors. And I put a piece of ribbon on them to denote that. So, you don't want to cross scissors that you use with fabric, or in this case, ribbon, with scissors that you use with paper. You have a problem with that. So you just keep your scissors separate. So that is where we're starting. Now we are going to, just for time's sake, I've gone ahead and die cut. This is a tree in keeping with the blues. This is blueberry bushel going along with this paper. So this is really kind of a modern, bright, fresh card. I like it a lot. This is one of my favorite colors, and that is Lemon Lime Twist. And I'm going to stamp right on there with this cool greeting that is in the shape of a Christmas tree. And it says, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." And I always want to sing the song when I hear that. We wish you a Merry Christmas. So I'm using shaded spruce ink. I'm using shaded spruce and balmy blue on all 3 cards for this little set of, I forgot one of my die cuts. I'm gonna have to do one on camera, which I was trying to not do to save time, but that's okay. So this, I'm gonna get my little mini machine out. I'm going to just put these down right on top of each other with seal. And then I'm going to adhere them with dimensionals, Stampin' Dimensionals. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to share with you this paper tonight is because I feel like it's a little bit of a hidden gem. I think some people haven't really seen it yet. And I think it also, and you'll see what I mean with my projects tonight, it honestly ends up becoming an embellishment for you. So if you have a lot of Christmas cards to make, it's super affordable because, like I said, it's $7 for 2 12 by 12 sheets. Let me tell you, if you're cutting out stars or little garland, which you'll see later, I mean, you can get a lot out of those sheets. So that is going to go right like so. Now, I did think to cut out ahead of time my little base for my tree. Where'd it go? I cut one out of, here we go. I used Pebbled Path. The reason I didn't use silver is because I'm going to put a silver star up here, and this is already sparkly, and you don't want too much sparkly or it all kind of starts competing. And this is a really cool, like a tree base. It kind of has a little bit of a basket weave, so it's a really nice way to put the base of your tree. And this is popped up on dimensionals, so I'm just going to slide this right under like so. And that is my Christmas tree in its little basket. Now I did want to put a little silver, I did want to put a silver star on top, and I'm just going to grab a scrap of this paper here, which you will see later. Haha. Don't come out. Yikes. Okay, that's going to come away from me. Okay, so what I'm going to use is not according to plan, but that's okay. It'll just take an extra little second. So you got a couple of options with stars here. This one is really delicate, and I want this bold one. There is also a star stamp, so you could stamp this and punch it out. I'm just going to punch it out because I'm using this glitter paper. Let me grab my machine. This is when you're really glad you've got a mini machine because it just makes this come together so quickly and easily. Okay, here we go. I need these 3 right here. Let's just pop this out. Y'all know I have an aversion to die cutting on camera. I'm not sure why. I think because to a large extent, I feel like you guys have better things to do than watching me die cut. So that's just going to go right there, and you can see what I mean about you can get quite a few out of this. And this is self-adhesive on the back. So this is really like a glitter paper that is a sticker paper. That is going to make my life and yours a whole lot easier. So let's just pop this like so. Now, just a reminder, this is a little bit different tonight. So I do have the 3 projects for you. But if you would like a project packet, you can earn that for free with a $35 order using my host code. Now that goes through Monday only. So this is Friday, you have the weekend, and you have Monday, and then after that, I'm closing that offer down. So next week is my in-person retreat, and I need to, it is all hands on deck. There's a lot going on, and I need to get those packets in the mail for you before I leave for retreat. So I hold my weekend retreats here in San Antonio. I hold them at the Drury Plaza. It is a fabulous hotel, and we have a humongous ballroom that we just fill it up with lots of tables. Everybody gets their own 6-foot table, and it is a lot of fun. There's a lot of creativity. There is a lot of friendship and fun. It is a very popular event now. Okay, there we go. There's my little silver star, and there's my glimmer ribbon. So that's enough glimmer that I didn't want to put glimmer down here as well. So sweet, simple. You could do a lot of these or just a few of these. I think it's a very, very modern classic. Classic with some of the design, but modern with the blue and green stripes, modern with a lot of the color scheme. So that is number one. Hey, Marcia, welcome, welcome. Now, card number 2. Oh, you know what? I have to get my big machine out for this. Yikes, this is what happens when you spend all day with the grandkids. My brain is a muddle. I'm not used to being able to do that. None of my grandkids has lived close for several years. And this set of grandkids has lived across the ocean since they were born. So my son and his wife moved to England 5 years ago to the day they came home. And they had 3 kids while they were there. All 3 babies were born in England. And so that means that time with them has not been much in person. Now I'm going to go ahead. This is where we're going to go. This is Granny Apple Green, and this is Sweet Sorbet. Really nice color combination. Again, more of the modern Christmas look is where I'm going with the projects tonight. Now, I need to stamp this. I need to put this away because I'm starting to get a little bit crazy here with too much stuff, and I got to get my die cutting machine in here. So let's see if we can clean this right here. And this is card number 2 that we are going to go into. And here's my greeting. Now I'm just going to use my shaded spruce ink. I have it out, and that's what I'm going to use. And you'll notice that when I do, oh, Marcia's saying hello to, good evening to all the happy creative stampers. Exactly, I love that. So here we go with, this is a really, really nice greeting, and I'm going to pop it right there in the center. This is a tag from the Tailored Tags dies. And this says, hoping your home is filled with the spirit of the season. Now on the inside of my card, I could easily stamp Merry Christmas, or many of us have a collection of Christmas stamp sets because, yeah, I mean, you can never have too many Christmas stamp sets. There's a reason there are Christmas stores that are open all year, because those of us who really love Christmas, we collect Christmas stuff all year. So that is what I am doing with my, I tend to hang on to Christmas stamps more than others. And because I pursue this as a business, I do oftentimes, in fact, I've got one coming up. I sell my retired products because I'm no longer using them in my business. But Christmas ones I tend to hang on to even when they're retired. Okay, this is, you can see how that is a mirror finish. Now what we're going to do, if I can lay my hands on it, aha. And I wanted to give you some tips and tricks, so it's just as well that I'm doing this on camera. So this is Christmas Tidings. This is a new embossing folder. It is not a 3D. So you'll notice that it's a little bit thinner. And what I wanted to give you a trick on it is twofold. I think you already know that when you see the Stampin' Up! Symbol there, that means that that is the top. You don't want, this is the back and this is the top. If this one, it's easy because there's words on there. But sometimes it's not so easy to tell that if it's flowers or something. Now I could put it here, but it would cut off these words like smack in the middle, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to just make sure it's over, because I want to catch that word mistletoe right here. And this line here is to help you line this up so that your pattern is not, you know, cattywampus. Okay, let me grab my big machine, which is on my other table. Okay, here we go. So now, because this is not a 3D embossing folder, you only need the 2 regular plates. You don't need the gray plate, which is what you use with the 3D. Now, the other thing you need is just your platform. You don't need the little thin die adapter. These plates are really, really used. And you do want to put your hinge to the inside. That will help your embossing folders to last longer. It is just a lot better for the integrity of the embossing folder. Okay, so now we are just going to run this through. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Hey, Margaret, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, Vicki. Yeah, so you know, sometimes with it, I had to change my usual Thursday. I couldn't be here last night, so sometimes you change it to a different day and different people find you. So isn't that gorgeous? I love, love, love the way that looks. I think that this embossing folder is made for a foil sheet like this. I think it really, really makes it special because you can really see all those fun elements of Christmas. And now my other tip for you on this is that when you go to stick this down, you want to use your liquid. You do want to use your liquid glue. And one of the reasons is you want to make sure that you get all the way into those corners. Now, I'm going to kind of spread this out because I don't want it to like glob outside the lines. And when you do this, because this paper is a little bit thick, you also want to make sure you do some in the middle so that it doesn't buckle on you. Now, I want to make sure, my words are all upside down. You want to make sure, yes, my card is opening the way I want it to, and my words are now right side up. And because this is super shiny, what I like to do is once I have it where I want it, is flip it over and press in the adhesive from this direction. And that means that my hands, which might have like some bits of, you know, just oils from your hands, I don't want that on my project. So I just flip it over like this and make sure that that glue is really, really stuck down. Now I'm just going to go with a super simple tag here. You could put some other die cuts. You could put some other, you know, I'm going super, super simple. And I am going to pop this up on dimensionals. And you can see why, when I'm using all these shiny papers tonight, this is why you don't need any embellishments. You know, they're already here. The shiny papers are acting like an embellishment. So I'm just going to pop this right down here because I wanted you to be able to really see all those fun elements there, different images, different words, and then I'm going to, this is Sweet Sorbet, And this is a sweet sorbet twine. It comes in all 5 of the, well, you get a set of 5 of the end colors. And these are the end colors that we have had for, this is our 2nd year with them. And I'm going to do a double bow. Yes, it is very shiny. You're right. I mean, this is a mirror finish on this. But I think that delivers a real wow factor when you open your envelope. You know, say you're the person receiving this card in the mail. Man, when you open this envelope, it is really, really shiny. And I think that that delivers a lot of wow. So this is kind of a casual card, and I thought the twine would be the perfect little touch to bring in a little bit of white, but not anything, you know, I just wanted it simple. I have some glue dots somewhere. Let's see. So this is card number 2. So when you get your packet, these are packets you can get for free. All of this die cutting's been done for you. You get the this foil paper with the embossing already done for you. So this is card number 2. This is card number 1. So you can see we're doing the blues and greens of Christmas. And then for our final card, in this little set, I'm going to go with a basic white thick card base, and we're going to have fun with this. Now, once again, I'm using the designer paper from the Walk in the Woods, and this piece is really pretty. I like this here. So, Corinne, you said that the twine is just enough to draw your attention to the middle. Yes, I agree. It just kind of grounds everything. And okay, I didn't even look at comments. So Jackie likes the simplicity, and Marlene is here but late. Now I will say I did this with foil sheet. If you needed to make a lot of cards, this is a great template to make a lot of cards. And you could definitely, just to keep your costs down, you could definitely use cardstock here. But I would go with something really bold because I think that this embossing folder lends itself to that. Okay, Marsha likes card numbers 1 and 2. So now we're staying with the blues and greens. And once again, I am employing Balmy Blue. And I'm going to also bring in Shaded Spruce once again. So yeah, the only 2 colors I'm using in these 3, the only 2 colors of ink I'm using in these 3 cards are Shaded Spruce and Balmy Blue. So these are really easy for you to put together. So that's going to be there. Now, I've already cut this out, and this is the large tree, and I think that is going to be just perfect. Okay, so Kathy, you like number 2, card number 2. I like hearing your preferences. That helps me. Now, I am going to do a little bit of stamping on this. So with this stamp set, you can stamp the tree and then cut it out or not. You can also add the extra like branch, I guess, what do you call it? Detail. And that is what I am going to do once I find my ink pad, which is probably right under my face. Ah, here we go. I got a lot of stuff here because I'm prepping for I'm doing a Christmas card stamp-a-stack. And my it's the biggest one I've ever done in the sense that we're making 20 cards. And I'm doing it live in person this Sunday afternoon. And then I'm also doing it by mail. So I've got all these bits and pieces that are being finalized for that. Okay, so let's do these little branches in Shaded Spruce on top of Shaded Spruce. And this is just going to give me some extra oomph for my Christmas tree. And then we're going to add even more oomph, and I'll show you what I mean. That looked nice. It gives it a lot of kind of visual texture. So that just gives a lot of depth. And then what I'm going to do is, this is way cool. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this down. And my Stampin' Dimensionals were right here. Here we go. I actually put them back where they were supposed to be. So Marcia, you like the shine on card number 2. I am glad that you are going to give that a try. See, this is what I love, is when I give you tips, tricks, or just show you things that maybe, you haven't thought of, then that is, and I feel like my Facebook Live is hitting the mark. And I tell you what, hitting the mark, I've got to clean this table up. And it was all so tidy earlier in the week. But I will say, this is definitely a working studio. And once we get into the week, it is being used heavily. Now, you remember that little base I had? Well, I cut this one out of that awesome paper. So what that means is I can just lift this up, and this is going to stick down right under here. And next, the piece de resistance is this die right here. And I went ahead and ran it. This cuts out the garland, and it's so fine you only want to use something that is self-adhesive, because this has already got the sticky on it. You don't want to have to deal with using glue on this super fine garland. Now, I think I'm going to do like that. I love this stuff. Now, there is another one in here somewhere. Here we go. And the nice thing is, sometimes your die cutting machine, it already starts separating. And that means that I can just go like so. Well, let's go like that. I think okay. So, Marcia, you have not used your Merriest Trees very much. Okay, yeah, it's a really fun stamp set to use. And like I said, we're with the cards for this little, online card class, I went all blues and greens. And I just think it has a very modern, fresh look, but still uses a lot of the classic images. There we go. And then last but not least, this tiny, tiny little one here. Now let's see. Maybe I should have started up a little higher. Let's just bring this one over like so. There we go. Isn't it gorgeous? I think it is just perfection. Hey, Shar, I'm glad you are here from chilly Wisconsin. Yes, we have our first cold front. It was only 85 here today, which has been brilliant because this has been the summer where it felt like we were in hell because the temperatures were so high. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. So the temperatures are finally coming down, and I'm absolutely so pleased. Now we're going to stamp our greeting like so, and we are going to use the one about Christmas coming to your home. And I'm glad that I'm getting some love on this. Now, when you get your class packet in the mail, all these dies will be done for you. So really, you just need a little bit of stamping and you're done. Okay, this is upside down, but that's okay because I'm going to flag the end. This weekend for you, Corinne, it's supposed to be in the 70s. Well, I don't know if you're near me because that's what it's supposed to be here too. So I am in San Antonio, Texas, and it is going to even be down in the 60s at night. I think one night we're actually supposed to hit 59, and that makes me very, very happy. Oh, well, I actually meant to flag the other end, but let's just try this and see. I will say I am so delighted. This brand new punch, online exclusives, can't remember the name of it, is absolutely fabulous because now we once again have something where I can make a nice little flag, and it's a soft flag, but I think it's going to work ever so nicely. Now I'm thinking that I'm going to go here, but that's too much blue there. This is where I want to go right here. So we are going to do this. Now, I don't know, maybe the other thing I could do, but I think it's not going to work. Yes, Tasha, the weather. Oh, you live by Windcrest, Corinne. You're right here in San Antonio. Yeah, that does not work. Okay, we are going to go with the same greeting because there's only 2 greetings in Merriest. Oh, now I could go. Oh, let's do love and joy. I want something kind of small. So let's go with the love and joy. I think this is a little bit too big. So let's just go with love and joy. And I think that is going to be a better fit. 60s in Kansas, 38 tonight. Oh, that is just, oh, that is perfection to me. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this the same length, and I'm just going to trim it down a little bit for my purposes, and then I'm going to actually flag the end I intended. So let's just move this off the block and go like that. And don't forget, you have through Monday to place an order with my host code, and you will get all 3 of these card packets in the mail for free, and they will go out next week because I've got retreat starting on Thursday. Retreat technically runs Friday through Sunday, but you can add on the Thursday, and I have maybe about a little over half, maybe 2/3 of the ladies who come like to add on that extra day. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that is going to work. So let's just put a couple of, this is up on dimensional, so I'm going to put 1 dimensional over here, and then I'm going to put some adhesive over here. So we have 3 cards that all use the blues and greens of Christmas. Love and joy. I like it. Okay, so that didn't go exactly the way I planned, but I think I actually like the second version better. Not what I was, because I hadn't actually made the card, but you know, that's what I had in my head. So there's card number 3. Here is card number 2. And here is card number 1. And as I said, you can get all 3 card packets for free when you put in a host code order of $35 through October the 9th, which is Monday. I'm glad you like the colors, Marcia, the blues and greens. I hope that kind of, I think this is my favorite. This is really fun. I like them all, but I do think this is my favorite. That garland, I think, is to die for. And yeah, these little die cuts will all be done for you. You get the ribbon, the twine, you get everything in your class packet with a host code order of $35 or more. Now, you do, if you top your order up to $50, I do give you a free embellishment. Like I said, I had planned to use the embellishment, where'd it go? That was on a sample card, but that sold out, so I have to, here it is. So these were the ones I shared with you at the beginning. This is the one we made at my last Saturday card class, and this is one that I got as a swap. So Kathy loves number 3 and something. Your first number did not come through. Hey, Pam, I'm glad you're here. So one other thing I want to tell you about before we go, and I definitely was a bit late tonight coming on, but I wanted to also remind you, some of you guys are in my Twist Club. Some of you guys have not yet joined, but it is an awesome class by mail each month, and you get a lot of goodies. You can take it, just try it for 1 month. Okay, Kathy, you love number 2. Yeah, Jackie, you're right. The garland does make the last card. So this month, every month I do a class by mail, and it has 8 cards for each of 2 designs with a twist, and there's 8 envelopes. So this month we are using, I guess I need to match these up, so that you see the 2 each of the 4 designs. So this registration runs through the 17th, or sorry, the 12th. Every month it runs through the 12th, and I ship them out on the 17th. So there is 1 set, and this Modern Garden stamp set is so fun to use, and you're going to get all of this, you know, punched and everything for you, but I think you're going to want that punch. Now here's my Christmas card. And yes, the free shipping is, you're right, Corinne, free shipping, but it's on a $75 order. So yes, I think it's the 8th and the 9th. Like I said, I've been with grandkids all day when they released this. But I will put that in my little notes on this video. So I always have one set of fun folds with my twist club. So you get everything you need to make these 8 cards. You do get a roll of this ribbon and these beautiful, beautiful blooming pearls. And then you get the PDF tutorials. I also give you a video overview with tips and tricks. And then you're going to get, like I said, the full sheet or set of the blooming pearls. And then you're going to get 2 sheets each of this garden walk paper. Love, love, love this paper. So that is all delivered to your door, comes to your mailbox, and for $38. No, it's $39, sorry. It's $39. And you can do it as a one-off class. You pay a little bit more for the class. You still get your first class shipping. You still get all the goodies. When you do the club, it's a subscription. You can cancel anytime you want, but when you do 6 months in a row, I have a fabulous gift that goes to my Twist Club members. So that is Twist Club, and you want to get in on that by the 12th. That is the end of registration. So Marcia has the info, free shipping on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday for orders over $75. So if you use my host code with your $75 order, you would get all 3 class packets prepped and ready to go. You would also get an embellishment. And like I said, I'm having to switch gears because the one I intended is sold out. But that is it for me. I sure appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you share my video. It helps me so much. And I thank you so much. I will be here again next Thursday at my usual time. And that is 7 p.m. every Thursday. Right here at facebook.com/sweetstamper. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and God bless.